Good morning, everybody. It is Felisa. It is a beautiful day in my neighborhood. It's great. If everybody has been under a rock, y'all know that we are in the midst of a pandemic. When this first started to break, probably February or so, I mean, obviously there were outbreaks in December and January. Japan, Italy were hit hard. Spain, I mean, every continent has been affected in some way, but it hadn't really kind of gotten to the United States. And so as it started to show up in the United States, you know, people that I know was just going completely crazy. I mean, just the absolute worst case scenario. And I kept saying then, please do not panic. Please do not panic. Wash your hands, you know, practice good self-care, practice wisdom, all those kinds of things. Well, if we don't do nothing as people, well, we panic. We also don't like to be told what to do, which I found very interesting because, you know, there are two definite camps. You know, there's the camp that is convinced that the world is ending, and then there's the camp that's basically like, oh, it's media hype, it's media, you know, presentation, it's fear-based, we walk by faith, not by sight. I think that the truth is somewhere in the middle. That's the compromise. So y'all know that I'm in healthcare. I am not a frontline professional. Shout out to them. I mean, our doctors, our nurses, our ER techs, our lab techs, you know, all of our leads, everyone is doing an amazing job being asked to step away from their families, risk possible contamination across this nation to make sure that the sick are taken care of. And so I completely tilt my hat to y'all. I can't even really put into words how grateful I am for everyone that has stepped up. And then there are workers like me who, you know, kind of work in the background, logistically speaking, operations, making sure that, you know, things continue to run as smoothly as they possibly can, to give support wherever we possibly can to those people who are working in the trenches, and, you know, really, I don't know, trying to weave a safety net as much as possible, you know, doing what we can. And so, like I said, I'm headed in. As y'all can see, it's no traffic, which is good because that means that people are finally adhering to the call to stay indoors, social distancing. If you don't have to be out, please don't be out. You know, don't take unnecessary risks. Ain't nobody coming in my house and nobody leaving my house. And I mean that one except for me, for obvious reasons. But I think that, you know, just social distancing, hunkering down with your families, you know, this is a perfect time to get to know your family and your loved ones. I mean, honest to God, we spend so much time connected to our phones and social media and, you know, doing God knows what. When was the last time that you had a comprehensive conversation with the people that you live with? When was the last time that you had, like, you know, really in-depth conversations? Or, you know, maybe you don't want to get too deep with it because, you know, you got to live with these people and you don't feel like getting into the arguments once you start getting into philosophical discussions, because that can't happen. But, you know, break out a puzzle. Okay, I'm dating myself, but still, like, puzzles are fun. Like, I don't understand why nobody, anyway, break out the Uno cards, you know, just play hand games, hands up to 85, shoot. Miss Mary Mac, figure out something. You know, make up your own game if you have to. The point is, this is the perfect time for family bonding. If you are alone and quarantined in your house, or not even quarantined, because if you aren't showing symptoms, if you aren't ill, then you aren't quarantined. You're just in isolation. There is kind of sort of a difference. But if you're in isolation, like most of us are in my state, because we've been asked to shelter in place, then, and you're alone, you know, please consider downloading, you know, some apps like Breathe or Calm, you know, to help with some meditation and some deep breathing. Don't forget that there is such thing as FaceTime, or is it Duo? I think that's what I used when I had an Android. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but it's kind of like a FaceTime where you can have video capability. You can also video chat through WhatsApp. So, you know, you can stay connected to your family and your friends if you happen to be someone also don't disqualify the power of like getting your S together. Like, this is a perfect time to get organized, purge some crap that you ain't got no business having. Go through old documents, old letters, whatnot. Make sure that you have a contingency plan in place. This is a great time for you to work on your budget, work on your credit, send out dispute letters because the mail is still running. There are all kinds of things that you can do. Spring cleaning can be in effect. It's nothing that prevents you from going outside and taking a breather. Social distancing just applies. So make sure that you're at least 6 feet away from other people. And honestly, fresh air will do you good. You can take a short walk around your neighborhood. You can go for a light run. I don't understand how people run. It's just so bizarre to me. Whatever. Take a short run. Or, make sure that or binge watch some programs on Netflix or Hulu or what have you. Whatever you do, just make sure that you are practicing good routine self-care. The anxiety and depression are getting to you because you're indoors. There is an online behavioral health link that I can't recall it right now. A girlfriend of mine is a counselor on it, so I'll leave it down below as a resource for you. And I do believe that they take insurance, so I'll have to leave that link down below, and I believe that they're nationwide. But then also don't forget the power of the National Suicide Hotline as well. A lot of people think that you have to be, suicidal to call. That's not true. I've texted, and they have a text option. Let me just say that. I've texted counselors on that hotline when I was just, kind of spiraling. Like after my breakup, like I just needed somebody to talk to. I wasn't suicidal. I was just sad as hell. So I got tired of talking to my girlfriends about it because I'm sure that they were tired of hearing me talk about it. So I texted. And there was the guy his name was Tyler. I'll never forget him. He was wonderful. Just chatted back and forth, and then he followed up with me the next day to make sure that I was well. And so I greatly appreciated that. What else did I want to say? I don't want to make this video too lengthy. I really just wanted to come out and say, hey, check in, see how y'all doing. I know that this is not easy, but it's necessary for us as a country to follow the rules and to follow, the guidelines that have been set forth for us. It's important. Remember, the longer that we refuse to do this, the longer we will have to do this. So it's not looking like it's a good summer if we all have to be isolated and quarantined indoors because people just could not stop going to the whatever, doing the whatever, and paying attention to what public health professionals are actually telling us. Y'all be safe. Seriously, y'all be safe, and I will check y'all